Hello students, welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we are going to learn something very important in English grammar. Join us on an exciting journey to explore the building blocks of language, sentences. You will learn what they are, their main parts and the four different types. Let's make the grammar fun. Now, what makes a sentence? A sentence is a group of words that expresses a complete thought or idea. A sentence is a group of words that expresses a complete thought or idea. It needs to make sense all on its own. Makes sense means the sun is shining. For example, the sun is shining. This sentence tells us clearly what is happening. So this is a sentence. But shining the sun is, this is just a jumble of words, not a complete thought. It doesn't make a sense. That means shining the sun is not a sentence. The two main parts of a sentence. Every complete sentence has two very important jobs. First one, the subject. The subject tells us who or what the sentence is about. It's the doer of the action or the thing being described. So the subject tells us who or what the sentence is about, and it's the doer of the action or the thing being described. The second part is the predicate. What is meant by the predicate? The predicate tells us what is said about the subject. Means it describes the action the subject is doing or what the subject is like. Let's look at some examples to see the subject and predicate working together. For example, the first sentence is the dog is barking loudly. The dog is barking loudly. In the sentence the dog is barking loudly, the dog is subject and is barking loudly is a predicate. So we see the next example. My teacher teaches us maths. In this sentence, my teacher is a subject and teaches us maths is a predicate. The third example is the big red ball rolled down the hill. In this sentence, the big red ball is a subject and roll down the hill is a predicate. Means in the first sentence, who is doing the action? The dog. In the second sentence, my teacher, and in the third sentence the big red ball. So they are subject, and what did they do? That is a predicate. The dog is barking loudly, so is barking loudly is a predicate. My teacher teaches us maths. Teaches us maths, this is a predicate. And the big red ball roll down the hill. Roll down the hill is a predicate. Understand? Now move forward. The first type of sentence is a declarative sentence. It is also called a statements. These sentences are like telling us something. They give information or state a fact. So what is the definition of declarative sentence? A sentence that gives information or states something is called declarative sentence. How did we identify the declarative sentence? There is a trick. It ends with a full stop. It ends with a full stop. For examples, I like to play football. The train is late. Birds can fly very high. Okay. If you observe these sentences, there is a full stop at the end. And these sentences are give information. Okay. Or state something. So this is a declarative sentence. Declarative sentence are simply making a statement. Remember that. Now the second type is interrogative sentence. That means questions. These sentences are like asking for information. Means interrogative sentences are like asking for information. They always want to know something. So what is the definition of interrogative sentence? A sentence that asks a question is called interrogative sentence. And it's end with a question mark. Ends with a question mark. For example, what is your name? Are you coming to school tomorrow? Have you finished your homework? If we observe these sentences, at the end there is a question mark. Okay, and all that sentences are asking for information. So remember that if your sentence is asking something, it's interrogative sentence. Now third type, imperative sentence. Imperative sentence means commands or requests. These sentences are like giving instruction or asking someone to do something. They can be commands, request, or even advice. So definition is a sentence that gives an order, makes a request, or gives advice is called imperative sentence. And it ends with a full stop or an exclamation mark sometimes. For example, please close the door. In this sentence, this is a request. Please close the door. Do you do your homework? It is a command. Take care of your health. This is advice. So, if it starts with a verb, it's often imperative. Remember that if any sentence starts with a verb, it's often imperative. Okay? So, imperative sentence means they can be commands, request, or even advice. Now the fourth one, exclamatory sentence. These sentences are like showing strong feelings. They expresses excitement, surprise, anger, or joy. Okay, so definition is a sentence that expresses strong emotion or feeling is called exclamatory sentence, and it ends with an exclamation mark. For example, what a beautiful painting. Oh no, I forgot my notebook. That's amazing. These sentences are exclamatory sentences. And you observe these sentences, at the end there is an exclamation mark. Okay? So these sentences always make a big impact. So let's test your knowledge. Tell me what type of these sentences are. First one is, where do you live? Tell me the type of this sentence. It asks a question, na? Then it is a interrogative sentence. I am reading a book. Correct. Declarative sentence. It states a fact. Don't shout. This is a imperative sentence. It gives a command. Wow, that's amazing. This is a exclamatory sentence. It shows a strong emotion. So sentence are superpowers. Okay, remember that declarative sentence is statement, interrogative sentence means question, imperative sentence means command, request, or advice, and exclamatory sentence means strong feeling. Okay, so now you are a sentence expert. Keep practicing and you will be writing amazing stories in no time. So let's review. A sentence gives a complete thought. There are two parts in the sentence. One is subject and one is predicate. There are four main types of sentences. Each has its own use and punctuation. Okay. So students, great job everyone. If you learn something new, give this video a like, share with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more grammar lessons. See you next time. Keep learning and keep shining.